Kidsport recently announced a joint venture with Lift Philanthropy Partners to get more Canadian children active and participating in athletics. To mark the occasion, one of hockey's all-time greats was in Saskatoon. I sat down with the Golden Jet to get his thoughts on charitable work, escalating salaries, and of course, the NHL's return to Winnipeg.
Hockey is Canada's game, and I think at one time or another, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of you guys too, every red-blooded Canadian dreams about playing in the National Hockey League. I wasn't any different than that red-blooded Canadian that dreamed every night about playing in the National Hockey League. I was going to get old enough or big enough, and I made a dream come true in 1957. And every kid should have a chance to make that dream come true. And these folks with this charity, they're helping out. And all the service clubs paid for our, I don't know whether it was $50 an hour for the ice on Saturday mornings, but they gave us all the jerseys and socks, or we'd have never had a place to play. And I was lucky. I was the eldest boy of that family of 11, and I would get the first pair of gloves. I'd try to keep it so that Dennis and Gary and Ron could have some use out of it after I was finished.
Bobby Hull has just scored number 50. The Golden Jet driving at center.
We were able to make a decent living from the game. We didn't get paid very much. As a matter of fact, my first year in 1957, I made $6,500. And now they make $6,500 a shift. And my wife and I were trying to figure out, when Brett was playing and making $7 million a year, how much he made a shift. And it was unbelievable how much. But the stars need to be paid. The game needs to have these stars so that kids can idolize them.
He becomes only the fifth player in NHL history to score 50 goals in 50 games.
Darn right I do, and I'm proud that I'm able to say that we brought professional hockey to a lot of places in Canada, some of the smaller venues in Canada and the United States, and made it possible for more kids to hone their skills. Just to give you an idea, after the first year of the WHA amalgamation with the NHL, when Winnipeg and Edmonton and New England and Winnipeg went in the NHL, out of the top 20 scorers, 10 of them were from the WHA. And I may say a kid like Gretzky and Messier and Mark Napier and on and on and on.
Kane on the left wing. Kane in on Hamonic, cuts to the inside, quick shot blocked, rebound, score!
Shovel Day off called our office, talked to Peter Hassan, and Peter said, Bobby, Shovel Day's been after me and wonders if you would care to bring your number down from the rafters and let one of the players wear it. And I didn't know who they were talking about, wanting to wear my number. And I said, of course, get it down there, and if someone is bully enough to want to wear that number that could be a little heavy for them, I'm all for it. And if it's going to make them happy, by all means, let them do it. And I didn't know it was the vendor, and he played pretty well, and that's good. That's fabulous. I took it down to have Brett use it out in Phoenix. And then he went and retired on me.
For Shaw Sports, I'm Matthew Prefontaine.